like here, this will be the last of the reading. So like, will you please go over the passage together? Thanks to Athena. Please read it. Thanks to.
Thanks to Athena, the great
Needed to do. The Greek hero named Odysseus. This guy. Will you say his name once again? This guy, you say what? Odysseus.
Odysseus.
Yeah. So here, please move on from the second line. A Greek hero.
A Greek hero named Odysseus
Came up with a tiny plane. He had his man build a huge wooden fort that was hollow inside and had a group of armed soldiers hiding in it. Next, the Greek army pretended to accept defeat. Before sailing home, though, they left the blue horns standing in front of the shore. Yeah, and here this was almost the ending of the story. And here when you talk about thanks to somebody, here if you can think of a meaning for thanks to, what could be the Chinese meaning? You can say thanks to all the people who have made a lot of contribution, like your point recitation contest will end up being a wonderful one for everyone. So like when you say thanks to a person, you mean we feel lucky to have that person, we feel lucky to have that. So when you say thanks to, you can say thanks to your efforts or thanks to her. So it's really not thanks to. Usually this kind of expression is used to mean because of you, we could have done something well, or because of that, we could have achieved something we all have desired. Well, here when you use thanks to, usually you mean something positive. But here for the noun, it could be a person or something. It's okay? And here like the Greeks realized what they needed to do. A Greek hero named Odysseus came up with a complaint. They ask you, here. 第二句话如果有一个分词过去放在那里。A Greek hero named Odysseus came up with a complaint. Here, named Odysseus. So like here, if this is a participle construction, 如果是一个分词过去的话，那原句是什么 ？A Greek hero named Odysseus. 这个地方的 name past perfect， 代表这个地方与某一个关系过去，所以一个被叫做 Odysseus the Greek hero. So here the original sentence should be a Greek hero who was named Odysseus. It's okay? So like you can say like a city, there was a city called New York in the States, which is a world-known city. So when you say a Greek hero named Odysseus, this is the original sentence. 这个地方是省略的 who was or that was, 拿掉. It's okay, yeah. And here, came up with a complaint. When you say you come up with something, what do you mean? When you say you come up with, this is expression by itself. When you say she came up with the idea of celebrating her classmate's birthday, so when you say somebody comes up with something, you mean somebody this. Like somebody has an idea. So like here is a two-word expression. 想到一件事情. If you use the word think, you think about means you ponder over. 所以 think about 是思考这件事，但是我是想到一件事的话 think of. So like here you can say, oh, when I passed by the gift shop, I thought of you yesterday. 我昨天经过礼品店的时候想到你 thought of somebody. So when you say you think of someone or something, you mean the person comes to your mind. But if you say you think about someone, you mean think about a question, you mean you ponder over a question. 所以这两个介词用的时候意思会完全不一样。一个是你想解决一个问题 think about something, but think of just means something comes to your mind. It's okay. But what about a word beginning with a P? 提出一个想法。你演练 Joyce. If you say you try to tell people your idea, a word beginning with a P. Propose. If you say propose, how do you spell the word propose? P-R-O-P-O-S-E. Yeah. So if you say you come up with something, you try to think of something, you try to propose something. So you can say, 如果你说，请大家尽量提出你们的想法 Please try to come up with as many ideas as possible. Please try to propose as many ideas as possible. It's okay. And here, he had his men build a huge wooden horse that was hollow inside and had a group of armed soldiers hiding in it. A little question. Here, had. 这两个 had 这边跟后面的字有关系。哪里有字呢？这边有两个部分，对不对？这边 he had his men and had a group of armed soldiers hiding in it. 这地方这边这个 had 要怎么解释比较好 ？Can I ask you? He had his man build a wooden horse. He had a group of armed soldiers hiding it. Here the word had is similar to the way we use some verbs for the police had the thief lie on the ground and arrested him, or the coach had his players exercise for 30 minutes before they start the game. 所以这地方如果用 had 的话，不是有没有，这地方要解释成 like you order somebody to do something。这个地方后面的动词跟着它 build， 跟这个地方 type 都是原形的，发现吗？所以这是一个祈使，这是一个实义动词，跟 I help my mom clean the room, or she let me go out very late last night。这个地方后面这些原形动词还记得吗？所以这个地方这两个 had and had， it's like she had her son clean the room right away when she found it was very dirty. Is that it for you? Yeah. And here, next, that was hollow inside and a group of soldiers hiding it. So like here, that was empty inside, and here, that was inside. May I ask you here the word that? Is it optional? 这个 that 可以省略吗 ？Iris, do you like delete the word that in the sentence? He had his man build a wooden horse that was hollow inside. Is the word that optional? If you take away the word that, how can you change the sentence? 这个地方如果 that 拿掉的话，你也要连 was 一起拿掉哦。所以这地方刚好比较一下，这边如果是 named, that was named, and here that was hollow. So if you take away the word that, you need to take the part that was all together. 这有意思吗？所以这地方要把它当做这两个形式要当分词构句。It's okay. So like you can also say, he had his man build a large wooden horse, hollow inside, and had a group of armed soldiers hiding it. Is that good for you? Yeah. And here next, a Green army pretending to accept defeat. When you say you pretend to do something, Anita, what does the word pretend mean? Pretend. When you say you pretend to do something, the word pretend means you act as if you would like to do something, but actually you didn't mean it. So like, you might say, pretending to accept defeat. Before sailing home, they left the wooden horse standing in front of the gate of Troy. And here, the reason why we use the word sailing is because before the soldiers sailed home. So like here, without the subject, you need to change the word sail into sailing. 这地方还是一个分词构句，等于说 before they sailed home, they left the wooden horse standing in front of the gate of Troy. It's okay? Yeah. And here, finally, they left the wooden horse standing in front of here. When you say you leave something somewhere, you can say 我昨天让他在外面等了10分钟。I left my mom waiting for me outside our school for 10 minutes yesterday. So here, leave somebody doing something. 这个地方就看原本的动词是被动态是主动态，主动态的话 ing. It's okay. But if you say 他走的时候，他把做好的晚餐放在桌上。She left the dinner prepared on the table. 他把已经做好的晚餐放在桌上。Left the dinner prepared， 因为是已经被做好的晚餐。It's okay. 所以后面的动词还是要取决一下前面的名词，它后面是用主动态的动词还是被动态。Finally, when you say accept defeat, what do you mean when you say you accept defeat? Here next, the Greek army pretending to accept defeat. When you say you accept defeat, you admit that you didn't win something, so it means this. And finally, just a reminder, leave someone somewhere. And here, depending on the feature of the verb, because here, stand, 这个地方主动态, so left the wooden horse standing in front of the gate of Troy. Okay? But before we move on, could you please go over the progress again? Thanks to Athena. A Greek hero named Odysseus came up with a common plan. He had his man build a large wooden horse that was hollow inside and had a group of armed soldiers hiding it. Next, the Greek army pretended to accept defeat. Home, though, they left the wooden horse standing in front of the gate of Troy. Yeah, and here, could you please move on to the next part, the Trojans. But later, in the dead of night, the Greek soldiers in the horse spread down and opened the city gate. Then the rest of the Greek army was able to launch a successful surprise attack, bringing an end to the war and victory to Greece. Yeah. And here the Trojans consider this to be a gift of peace. So when you say you consider something to be above, review, like is there any other words that you can use? If you use the word regard, how can you change the sentence? May I ask you? Cindy, if you use regard to change the sentence, you replace the word consider with regard. The Trojans regarded this as a gift. Thank you. So like here, if you use the word regard this as a gift of peace, or view this as. Remember? But here if you use the word consider 这地方 consider 这边可以不要注意哦，直接 consider this a gift of peace。所以 consider 是唯一一个不用接 as 的动词，现在都要 use something as, regard as, take as, think as. Remember? Or think of this as, think of this as. Remember? Like 觉得那个事情是怎么样 ？Like you can say the Trojans thought of this as a gift of peace. Okay? And here, like in a mood to celebrate, they hauled the horse into the city and started feasting and rejoicing. So here, in a mood to celebrating, they blah blah blah. Here, the original sentence. 如果是很想要庆祝这件事情，他们就把马拉到城市里面。Here, in a mood to, the original sentence should be 这边前面，如果应该是有两个句子的话。前面的第一句应该是 The soldiers were in the mood to celebrate. They hauled the horse into their city and started feasting and rejoicing. Am I right? 所以这地方有两个句子的话 they were in the mood. 可是这地方 they were in the mood 跟 they hauled the horse 是两个句子，所以连接词要用的是 It's up to you. You can use the word since or you can use the word because. So like here, if you use the word because, the sentence can be like since they were in the mood to. You know what I mean? 所以这地方呢，其实它在用的时候呢 in the mood to celebrate 这边其实它直接省略了一个 because or since they were， 所以它直接把人跟 be 动词拿掉，连接词也拿掉。知道我意思吗？还是一样是一个分词构句的。你说前后的主词重复的时候。主词拿掉，动词拿掉，连接词一起拿掉，所以这地方一整个都会省略掉。所以你可以说 In a mood to take a break, I took a walk with my friends yesterday. 因为我昨天想要放松一下，所以我就跟我的朋友去散步。所以你中文会说，因为我想要放松一下。可是，在英文里面你不一定要说 Because I was in a mood to relax. No, you just have to say In a mood to relax. I took a walk with my friends yesterday. You know what I mean? 所以这地方其实如果你用中文想字的话，你就知道说这边应该有一个完整句，只不过它做省略。那这样的东西跟文法比较没有关系，是在写作的时候你不一定要把所有的字都写出来，你可以把一些重复的字做一些省略。And here, in the dead of night, the Greek soldiers in the horse crept out and opened the city gate. So like in the dead of night, when you say in the dead of night, the dead doesn't mean someone passing away, but mean very late. So here when we say in the dead of night, this means at midnight. At midnight. So here like in the dead of night, 这个地方就好像在一片死寂当中。It's okay. 这个地方读中文其实没有好一点 in the dead of night. But here, if there's one more word you can use, in the middle of the night. 这个地方你可能比较好理解的 in the middle. 所以这刚刚是 say in the middle of the night, I realized that I forgot to finish my assignment. 所以翻译的时候想到忘记做一件事。Yeah. And here, crept out and opened the city gate. Here, crept. 它的原型是爬 crept, C-R-E-P. Remember? So you can say the insect. There is a cockroach creeping on the ground. 有一场蟑螂在爬。Crept. Okay. And here, then the rest of the Greek army was able to launch a successful surprise attack, bring an end to the war and victory to Greece. So when you say launch a surprise attack, how do you have the Chinese translation for surprise attack? You attack somebody by surprise. Yeah, you're right. So like here, you say launch a surprise attack based on the meaning of the word. This is it. Finally, if you mean attack, bringing an end to the war and victory to Greece. 这个地方稍微注意一下，这边的逗号 ing。 if you see comma and ing, it means here. Once again, there are two sentences. 这边呢要有两个句子，所以这边 launch a successful surprise attack， 而且把战争结束并带来了胜利。所以这个地方应该有的是一个连接词，所以应该是 and draw and end to， 懂吗？这地方是一样，刚好这个 passage 有很多的，因为句子对象是重复，所以不一定要在这里面一直重复一样的对象。所以你看 ，The Greek army was able to launch a successful surprise attack, and they brought an end to the war and victory through Greece。所以这地方第一个 end 拿掉，第二个 brought 变成 bring， 在这边，所以这地方还是用这个跟 support 句。Okay, yeah, the bill rank. We just have one little part, and this afternoon, maybe we need 50 minutes to finish the rest of the thing, and you can have the last minute preparation. It's okay? Yeah. Take care. Let's take a break. Thank you. Alright. This will be the last part. 我需要快时间说一下。So like before we move on, you please read the last passage together as in many other. It seems that humans in the Trojan War were like chess pieces in the hands of gods. If Paris had not been forced to be the judge, the Trojan War might not have even begun. To the gods, this terrible war was not made more than again. Yeah. So here, like for just in many other Greek myths, 这个地方的 as 稍微注意一下。Here, the way we use the word as in, means like what in， 就像是在什么东西的怎样。For example, you might say here, as you can see, climate change is getting worse. 这地方的 as 就好像如什么东西的一样，所以这地方它其实省略的是 like what we can see。如果你换一个字的话，用 like 的话，变成是 like what in many Greek myths， 就像在很多希腊神话里面的事情一样。所以 as 它其实有点省略了，把两个字合并 like 跟 what。所以这地方 like what we can see， 如我们所看到的，气候变迁越来越糟了这样的意思。所以 like what in many other Greek myths， 在很多希腊神话的故事里面一样。那这地方 mythology 是一个集合名词，所有的神话故事 myth is a countable noun, it means a legendary story。所以一个神话故事是 a myth 是可数的哦，所以 many myths 加上 s 变成是许多神话。It's okay. And here it seems that the humans in the Trojan War, it seems 一个字的话可以用 it appears 是出现，可是它只是某事情似乎是这个样子。Seem 跟 appear 是同义词，是似乎是这样。所以说 it seems that it appears that today is a really warm day。今天的天气很好，所以 seems appears synonyms。Humans in the Trojan War were like chess pieces in the hands of gods. So when you say in the hands of, just mean being controlled by another person. But here, if there is another expression we learned before, control. 可是 control 不是 in. If you say in control, you mean you are in control of something. 所以是被控制的话，是不是 in 是 under. So you say under control， 知道吗？所以说事情都在我的掌控之下 ，I'm in control of everything. But if you say everything is under your control, you mean you can control them. Okay, yeah. So like here, humans were like chess pieces. Chess 就是西洋棋 ，piece means like each one of the little things you play on the board. 所以 chess piece 就是西洋棋。所以 piece 这个地方指的是那一个一块块的东西。So like chess pieces mean all the little things you play on the board. It's okay. So like here, we were all under the control of God. If Paris had not been forced to be the judge, the Trojan War may not have even begun. 这个地方是一个之前讲过的文法，在上学期这边呢，注意的是 had pp and might have even pp. So here, this is a comparison to something which happened already. 这个地方是一个过去的假设。这边呢要怎么样记它呢 ？Here， 中文的意思是这样，对不对？如果当初他没有被迫要去做裁决的话，这件事情就不会发生。中文这样子就可以，对不对？可是在英文里面的语言它是有标记的，等于说我们中文没有时态的问题。如果昨天你没有打给我，我昨天就会睡过头。这两个东西都不用强调过去，可是在英文里面要标一个过去的符号是什么呢？就是 had 在这边。如果没有已经被迫，就不会已经开始。为什么要特别提醒这件事情？因为这跟中文的语感不一样。就是如果你背过这个东西，你可能知道说哦 had bb may would could have bb。可这地方在跟就是中文的差别，因为中文只有这样而已，所以你会觉得说哦一定要吗？是要的，因为英文没有这个的话，你会不知道是不是已经发生过。所以你说，如果你昨天没有打给我，我就会睡过头。
你可能会翻的是 If you didn't call me last night, I might sleep late。可是这样的地方会变成是不知道什么时候发生，所以你要把两件事情都拉到过去。If you had not called me last night， 我就会已经睡过头。I might have slept late， 知道吼？所以这地方就是要特别去记它，因为这个地方就是两个语言的不一样在这里，所以语义是一样的，就是这个标记在中文没有，所以这个一定要刻意去记。OK， 所以如果你说昨天如果我没有起床的话，我就会错过那班公车，也是一样，都拉到过去。If I had not gotten up on time, I would have been late for the bus。所以这地方还是一样 ，have 完成式 ，would have 再完成式，所以跟以前你习惯的东西是简单式的话，都要两个都拉到过去，知道吗？是这样。You see, so here to the gods, this terrible war was nothing more than just a game. So yeah, 这是刚刚的那个句型。So like the last reminder, when you said nothing more than, just mean only, nothing more than. So maybe when you were little, you had a cold, and your mom might say, "Calm down. It was nothing but a small flu, or it's just nothing but a small cold." 只不过是一个小感冒而已。When you said nothing more than, you mean only. So like you said, like this scene was nothing more than fun for kids. When you were little, maybe you kiss each other. Did you? You didn't? Okay, anyway, yeah. So that here this will be the last thing. Done. Okay, so like any questions? If not, like we please read the last passage together as in many other greatness. It seems that if humans in the children war will like chess pieces in the hand of God. If parents had not been forced to be the judge, the children war might not have even begun. To the gods, the civil war was nothing more than a game. Okay, yeah. And this is all about Unit 5. And